This dream, okay, is going to allude back to the Titanic dream. If you haven't seen my Titanic dream, check out the video, okay? But in this dream, I'm in a hospital, and I've posted this video and it's longer somewhere else, but I'm just going to give you the key point, okay? I'm walking down a hallway and I see that of a hospital, and I see cold water leaking out on the floor, and I try to find out where it's coming from. So it's all empty. It seems like everything's empty. So I run, and it looked like it was coming from the women's bathroom, and I go to look in, and I just see all these Olympic swimmers. They have their goggles on, their caps on, like they're about to enter a race. And I realize the water's not coming from there. So I keep running down the hall a little bit to the men's bathroom, and I'm like, I think it's coming from the men's bathroom. As I start walking, the water is ice cold, and it gets up to my knees, then it gets up to my thighs, and it gets up to my chest, and I start wading out, and I realize it's probably about 15 feet deep now, and the men's bathroom is completely underwater, and I get this terrible feeling like death is looming, and I can't go any further. I need to call 911. So I start pedaling back out of the water, and I get to where my feet can touch, and I'm wading through the water, and I start yelling, 911, somebody call 911, help. As soon as I do that, I see the women, the Olympic swimmers, come out, and they start diving in the water, and I say, we have to get to the bathroom, the men's bathroom. To the left, around the corner, I see men, Olympic men swimmers start coming, and they're swimming really fast. But then something strange happens. They start colliding into each other, and there's so many of them in the water, I can't get to the bathroom. As that happens, I kind of take a moment, and I'm wading in the water. Remember, I'm wading in the water, okay? I'll tell another dream in just a minute of wading in the water, and it's ice cold. The other thing I want to say is the Titanic sank in ice cold water, okay? So I'm in ice cold water, and I feel an evil presence behind me. And this is going to allude back to the other dream I had where I saw the woman cutting the pentagrams in her arm, and then saw the word atomic bomb. I hear something behind me. I turn around, and there is probably a 17-year-old boy with red hair, and his eyes are completely black, and he's wearing a black robe, and he is wading in the water, and he starts trying to curse me. And I remember the verse, Lord, that we're supposed to pray for our enemies, those who persecute us. So I put my hand on him, and I tried to speak to him about Jesus, but he was not there. He was only on assignment to curse me. So I was putting my hand on him, trying to keep him from touching me, because he was trying to touch me and do all these like spells and curses. And I turned around and said, how's it going? Has anybody got in there yet? And right then I see another swimmer come swimming up beside me, and she takes off her goggles and says, have you not heard? Has no one told you yet? And I said, told me what? She's like, the ending is truly disturbing. And I said, what do you mean? She says, we die. We all die. And then I spin around, and the guy is now up on me, and he's cursing and rubbing his fingers all down my forearms, trying to chant this stuff, and his voice is dark. And I said, I am tired of you. You will come out now in Jesus' name. And when I go, I said, I'm gonna call you by name. And right then I said, Blood Hut, come out in Jesus' name. And the dream ended. Now, I just want to say Blood Hut, a house of blood, which references back to the thing I saw at the top of that castle, where it was all blood, sacrifices going on. I believe the enemy is up to something through blood sacrifices, through ritual abuse, calling down hell or calling up hell, however you want to say it, conjuring for something awful, evil, satanic to hit. Okay, so that was that dream.